Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time for Game Week 18 preview. But like always, we're going to go back to previous game week and see how well my team did for that week. And then I'm going to be talking about my team and my team setup for Game Week 18. Now, because we got pretty similar teams, well, most of us anyway, I'm pretty sure that with the strategies that I'm thinking about and some transfer options for the next coming game weeks may help you out as well. Okay, so here we go. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, an app that is free to download on iOS and Android devices. This app will definitely help you out with FPL and the Champions League fantasy football. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, find out the latest news, live scores, highlights, transfers, stats, and many, many more. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you. So as you can see, for Game Week 17, I actually got 72 points above the average of 56. And as you can see, my overall rank is around 41,000. Let me just zoom in just a little bit. So this was my team setup for Game Week 17. Now, I already created a review video for this, so I just want to talk about the two players that played on a Monday night. That was Ryan and Zaha. So Ryan got me 3 points and Zaha got me 8. Scored a goal. Oh my god, it felt so good because I wasn't expecting him to get any returns the way that Crystal Palace was playing in that game against Brighton. But for him to get some kind of return, oh my god, it felt great. So my differential got me the points, and as you can see, I'm around 41,000. So yeah, really good game week, and on to Game Week 18. Before I talk about my team, there's a few things that I need to say. Number one is we need to be careful. I'm seeing a lot of FPL managers out there just trying so many different things. A lot of FPL managers out there are going for massive differentials, and I think we need to be careful because those differential players, you're going to have them in your team for Game Week 19 as well. I mean, is there anyone out there that is thinking about Game Week 19? A lot of people, in my mind, are too focused about Game Week 18. I mean, I can understand why, because there's a lot of issues that we need to solve. There might be some players in our bench that is useless and just not playing at all, and you might need them. You might need to, replace those players. And the 2 or 3 Liverpool players that we have, what to do with them? Should we bench them? Should we get rid? And there is a lot of talking point, and there is a lot of decisions that we need to make. But what I'm seeing is a lot of FPL managers are going for not only 1 but 2 or 3 really massive differentials that is really low owned for Game Week 18. If that differential is or has got a decent fixture not only for Game Week 18 but for 19 and 20, then fantastic. But this is the problem that I'm thinking, and I might be wrong, okay? Just hear me out. I might be wrong. So let's just have a quick look at some of these fixtures. Let me just do like a little bit of an overview. I'm looking at Game Week 18, I'm thinking to myself, whoa, these are actually very difficult fixtures for us to predict. And then I'm going and checking Game Week 19, and I'm thinking to myself, whoa, these fixtures are actually very, very good. And I can see my players getting a lot of points from. I can see Spurs doing well against Brighton. I can even see Chelsea doing well against Southampton. Crystal Palace has a great chance here against West Ham. You've got Everton players against Burnley, and even Manchester United players against Newcastle. And to be honest, even the Sheffield United game against Watford is actually not bad. So there is a lot of fixtures here that will give us that chance to gain a lot of points. But when I'm looking at Game Week 18, I'm thinking to myself, well, I just want to survive this game week and move on to Game Week 19. Now, it's fine, I guess, to take a risk, right? Take a risk, and if it pays off, then you definitely will do well. you will gain a lot of rank. But for me, I mean, let's just have a look at how my team was set up in Game Week 17. I know I'm going back, but it's just something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, as you can see, I got a lot of players here that is high owned, like Mane, De Bruyne, Madison is high owned right now, Vardy, Tammy Abraham. Cool. But then I got players like Song, who's around that 20% range, and then I got a lesser owned player like with Zaha. So the balance in this team is actually really good. I've got my core players here with like Lundstrom and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like even players like Söyüncü is 20%. It's actually not bad and will gain me some ranks if he gets some returns. So I've got this like a core team of players here that I need to have so I don't lose the rank. But then I got like players like Song and Zaha and a few players like even Ryan here and Söyüncü. If they can return me some points, then I'm going to gain. It might not be like, it won't be a massive jump, right? It'll be like a little grind here, get a little bit of like few thousand ranks. And for me, it has worked. It has worked. I know maybe 40,000 is not the best maybe rank in the world, but it's not too bad. And for you guys like follow me all this time and with my strategies, you know, you having one or two differentials paying off, you probably will be ahead of me. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys are ahead of me right now. So, I don't know. That's just my feeling. I just thought I you know, express my feelings so you guys can know and understand what I think. But you do what you need to do with your team. If you feel like that you need to make these moves because you are looking at the next few fixtures, then go ahead, right? Look at the next few. Don't just look at Game Week 18. Just look at the next few. And if you remove players like Salah, Mane, there's going to be a time that you will want them back. So if you are taking massive risk, just be aware that it could always go wrong. So just be careful. So I will definitely suggest not like for you guys not to take too many hits. Just don't take too many hits. I'm here as a friend. I'm here as to help. I might be wrong, right? But we'll see what happens in Game Week 18. And then yeah, I'm just gonna go through my team right now. I'm so sorry that I had to kind of talk about this kind of stuff, but I just wanted to like let you guys know how I feel. And there's no right and I don't think there's any right and wrong, but I just feel like just don't take too many hits. I think -4 is fine. 8, okay, unless you got like no bench players or something that you might need in the next coming game weeks, then it's cool. Just be aware, just be careful. I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to support you. So anyways, let's go through my team. So Ryan go against Sheffield United. As you can see, I will be playing Lundstrom against Brighton. I'm just hoping that there's a draw here, and this is a high chance of it to, or one of these teams to get a clean sheet. We've got Kelly against Newcastle. Newcastle hasn't been performing really good lately. They has got a few injuries that's kind of like hurting them to keep clean sheets and score some goals. So yeah, I can actually see Crystal Palace doing well here. Now Zaha is going to be playing against Newcastle as well. There is an option for me to remove him to bring in a different differential. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. You got Rico at home against Burnley. Burnley, I don't know. Sometimes they do really well. Sometimes they do terrible. And with Bournemouth beating Chelsea last week, this could help them out with this game. Kevin De Bruyne, I mean, you guys seen 19 points last game week, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 1 clean sheet point there, and max bonus points. Good fixture for Manchester City to do well. I can see this game a high scoring game, to be honest with you. I can see even Leicester City scoring a goal against Manchester City. They don't really have the best defense, so I can see that happening. I know they beat Arsenal 3-0, but that's Arsenal. That is Arsenal. Got Maddison here. To be honest with you, I am actually tempted to remove him. And I'm a bit like, I'm too kind of scared to remove him because he can still perform. He can still bring in the points. He can chip in. 5 goals now, 5 assists. You know, he done well for me. And I don't know. I think maybe I just need to hold him because he's still highly owned. If he does well, then... But then I'll look at these fixtures and I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? Manchester City away, Liverpool at home, West Ham away as well, Newcastle away. I mean, if there were home games, then yeah, I'll be like, oh, cool, this is not bad. But away is still away. Song at home against Chelsea. This is going to be, I think this is going to be a great match. And a lot of FPL managers out there are going to be getting a lot of Spurs players. And I can understand why. For me, like I said, I'm looking into the future. I'm looking at Brighton's game here. I can see Spurs doing so well here. And then there's Norwich again. Then Southampton, another fixture here. Yes, there will be rotation, but I do want to get another Spurs player here. Musa, to be honest with you, I actually want to bench him because I do have Ryan in my team. But I'll go through the transfers in a sec. Tammy Abraham, look, I brought him in because I was too afraid of this game against Bournemouth. I looked at this Bournemouth against this fixture here, and I just saw Bournemouth having a lot of injuries, and I thought, oh, this could be a chance for Chelsea to score a lot of goals. I mean, and it did not happen. It was a shock result, and these things doesn't happen all the time. So yeah, they performed really well. You know, Bournemouth played really well there. And yeah, these things can happen. It is football. And Jamie Vardy against Manchester City. And as you can see from my bench, I've got Sionchu. I'm going to be keeping Mane. And I'm going to remove Trent Alexander-Arnold. I bought Mane when he was around 11.6. And now he is 12.2. He can still do well. He can still bring me returns even in these difficult games. Leicester City away and Wolves at home. So that was my team setup. So let's just go through some of the transfer thoughts here. So as for my transfers for game week 18, as you can see, I got 1 free transfer and I got 0.2 in the bank. Now I'm actually thinking to take a hit this week. I haven't taken a hit in such a long time, and I thought, you know what, why not? I think that's only because there is a lot of FPL managers out there are going to be taking lots of hits. And I think -4 point hit is actually not too bad for this game week. So what I'm thinking is to remove Trent Alexander-Arnold. And then it's either going to be removing Zaha, Maddison, or Muset. Now you guys let me know in the comments below which one out of these 3 that I should remove and who I should replace. Now here are my options. Now, for the midfield position, if I remove Maddison, I'm going to go and get myself Dele Alli. If I remove Zaha, I'm going to get myself Dele Alli. So no matter what, I'm going to get Ali into my team. But the problem is, if I look at Zaha's fixtures, Newcastle away is actually not too bad. Plus, Newcastle's got a lot of injuries. And at home against West Ham in game week 19, it's actually not too bad. And I'm actually thinking to bank my transfer in game week 19. And then I can remove Zaha and bring someone else in. That's my thoughts. If I remove Maddison, I mean, he's highly owned, 27%. And he actually performed really well for me. He gave me a lot of points. But I'm looking at these fixtures and I'm thinking to myself, maybe there is another player that I can bring in that could get me like more points than Maddison. And if I look at Dele Alli here, as you can see, he's been performing really well with Jose Mourinho. He's playing an advanced role. The next fixture, even against this Chelsea side, you know, they don't really have a good defense. And then this fixture here that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, whoa, I need some Spurs players. And that's why I want to go for 2 there. And I think that's going to be a massive differential in my team. Now, I did talk about differentials and why you shouldn't have too many. And to be honest with you, Song's percentage is going to go really high. And yeah, I'm going to have a decent balance here. As you can see, Tammy Abraham's highly owned, Vardy, even Mane once he comes back, I will need him. De Bruyne, Song's going to be really up there now. He's going to probably go up to 25 at the end of this week, maybe even higher than that. Dele Alli as well. And these are the new players that we need to start bringing in. Zaha is going to be another differential for me. But then I got like a core players at the back. Like Lundstrom, Sionchu, Kelly, Rico. A lot of players out there has got these players here, and a lot of people are thinking to bring them in. So I can probably risk it for game week 18. I think what I said in the beginning is try not to go for too many low owned players and have them in your team for for a number of weeks. Just be careful with that. But I think with Dele Alli, with Song, they're going to be highly owned very, very quickly. And we need to start bringing them in now, because if they start doing well, you're going to lose a lot of rank. So that's the kind of the thoughts that I got. Now with my defender, I could pretty much go for any other defender that I want. Except for Liverpool players. I can go and get myself another Brighton player, another Sheffield United player. I don't know. I need to see what my options are. I could go and get another Spurs player like Aurier. As you can see, is 7.5 and 5.1 million. Got a few assists to his name. And these fixtures is actually not too bad for him to get some kind of returns. But I don't know. I'm going to have a look on what kind of defender I need here. I already have Lundstrom, Kelly, Rico that could help me out in the next coming game weeks. So we'll see. So those are my thoughts. I hope I have given you some kind of idea. Now this defense line is actually really good. Now for game week 19, obviously I'll probably will bench Rico, so I will need a defender there. Lundstrom will be playing against Watford, so he will be playing for me. And then Kelly will be playing against West Ham. So I will need another defender here that has got a really good fixture in game week 19. So I'm going to look at some of my options. I'll probably go for Aurier, but we'll see. But anyways, guys, and that's about it. I'll let you guys know on my Twitter account on what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go with Song as my captain. I'm going to bring in Dele Alli. It's probably going to be for Zaha or Maddison. And then I'll probably bring in a defender. I'll go through some of the fixtures and see which one is the best option for me. And I'll probably will bank my transfer in game week 19 if there's no injuries. And that is about it. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.